What's up, y'all? NRW, Nerds Rule the World, back for another week of entertainment picks. And if I'm sounding different, like I swallowed a frog or something, yeah, I'm a little bit congested. Maybe a little bit too much celebrating. My daughter just graduated, y'all. Crazy. I don't understand life. I don't know what is life. Because that's my baby girl, and now she's gonna become her own woman and have summer and then off to college. It's crazy times, and yeah. So I didn't party crazy. It's just called allergies and all that. So, but the partier over there, as you see on the other side of the screen, she's been a traveling. She's been doing her thing. She's probably doing most of the partying. So how are you, Heather?
Partying? Are you kidding?
What is
I'm too
that?
tired for that shit.
When's the
I'm
last
too
time you
old.
partied, Heather?
Uh, never. I've never been a partier, to be quite honest.
Yeah,
Like I'll
never.
go
Well,
out and I'll hang
you're
out
the
with
quote
friends
unquote
and I'll,
white
and
girl
I'll
in this
have
relationship. You've never been white girl wasted?
no. I've been drunk a whole one time in my life.
Yeah,
I don't like to lose control. I have a control issue.
I feel that. I feel that.
But no, it's I have been traveling though, and I'm about to travel a lot more, guys. A lot more.
So she's gonna be coming to us from different locations, y'all. That's gonna be exciting. We need cool backdrops.
Nico back. Let's see
So
what
you
the
need to
let's see
find
what the
cool new
hotel has.
settings to
Let's
set
see what
up
the
at.
hotel has.
So what have you been up to since we've last talked, Heather? Anything new? Or do we want to dive right into it? Anything we want to catch up on, promote? Everybody go check out Spider Noir if
Hmm.
you haven't yet. I think that wasn't that like last week, Heather, that we
That
covered.
was last week. We I have a mini review on our channel or on our Instagram.
Yeah,
We
we've
do
got
need
to
to
do
still
our review.
talk.
We'll have that up, y'all, soon.
We've got a lot of catching up to do. Just expect. I'm just gonna warn y'all right now. In July, Kuya and I are just gonna like blow up our channel with random things for like the past
Random.
year. It's just gonna be. That's just how it's gonna be. I really don't have anything. It's you know what? I don't miss commercials.
You know what? Real talk.
I don't miss them.
But no. Sometimes I want to say I do sometimes, but at the same time, no. I want to get right
I
to it because my time is, I have very limited time, y'all. So I need it focused.
I don't miss even when I'm like watching stuff that I'm like not watching, like if I put Bob's Burgers on the background in a hotel or something, like it
Yeah, the nonsensical, just you could background noise somewhat, little
but
bit, check out, slide out.
but the commercials like interrupt.
Mm.
So it's like, it's I'll be doing something for 30, for 10 minutes and then all of a sudden I'll hear some stupid ass fucking commercial and I'm like, I just want to fucking watch Bob's Burgers. I just want to
Yeah.
watch Bob's Burgers. So that's where I am. I'm a hater of commercial phase right now.
Heather is the commercial hater. Let's talk about it in the comments below. Oh, I don't know if you've noticed, Heather, and some people have recently posted in response to some of our reactions or whatever, calling me out like you told them to. Um, I don't know if you, yeah, I saw that. I was like, what?
Which
Yeah,
movie was that?
I
Which
can't
movie?
remember, but there was something that, well, oh, the Practical Magic one. They're like,
Oh, Practical
yeah, what
Magic.
the hell's wrong with you? Why haven't you watched it or some shit? So yeah, some people jumped on for you to like, yeah. So I have that as this to do still. I'm sorry, y'all.
I
I will definitely get it in before I screen part two. I promise
Yes,
y'all that. I will
that's
do
true.
it
It's
prior to that. But
but I appreciate everyone out there. Thank you for being my support system. Y'all are
yeah.
wonderful.
So what have anything you've watched? I know for myself, because I'm actually getting ready to edit it. That's another on my to-do list for tonight. Actually, I can't tonight because now I'm going to be checking Scary Movie. But Margot's got money troubles.
Hmm.
I screened the first two, and you interviewed A Pair of the Stars. You want to promote that? I'll have it up like some. I have the interviews up. By the time y'all see this, y'all, Heather's interviews with A Pair of the Stars will be up. But you spoke with the two of the cast. I checked out the first two episodes and thought it was pretty cool.
I enjoy so I did, and of course y'all know me, I'm terrible with all of the names. I've binged the entire first season. No, I didn't binge it, I watched it in tandem to release. Because y'all know me. Kuya P is the A24 stan. I'm the Apple TV stan. It just is what it is. But hold on, I'm sorry, I'm getting the cast. Whew.
I know it
Uh,
offhand because I was prepping for you.
no, it's okay.
You got it?
Michael Angarano, who might have gotten a little bit irritated with me when I brought up Sky High, but it was fun. to be fair, so I called him Will Stronghold. We're a nerd channel. We have to shout out the nerd channel shit. But what he said it really emphasized how many people want Sky High 2. And
Yeah.
y'all
Sky High too. Sky High too.
will never deny Sky High is one of the top, I'd say top three. I'd
Mm.
almost go top three, at least top five best superhero films of all time. Low budget, mediocre special effects, children's movie, one of the best superhero movies of all time. So I wanted to shout out. I had a lot of fun talking to him about his character moving forward, about Mark going forward, especially at the end. I won't spoil what
Dude,
happens.
after my first two
I'm
episodes.
not gonna spoil. I also spoke with Marcia Harden, who plays Elizabeth, his mother, on the show. Both those
Yeah.
interviews are there.
She
Got a little
comes in episode
personal
two,
with.
y'all.
Yeah. I got a little personal with Marcia. So that was fun. Additionally, I did do a little bit of binging of From season four is available on
Oh yeah.
MGM Plus right now, and I spoke to father and son on the. You'll see. Go check that out. That interview will be up. It just got recorded, so it'll probably be up in about a week. But if you have not started From yet, it's a really cool sci-fi horror series. And they're really diving into the lore of they really started diving into the lore of the village, of the township as of season three, and season four is about halfway done. So check those out.
Yeah, great interviews from Heather. She also your American Idol interview with the recent champion for the 2026 is getting quite a few hits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of opinions on that one. A lot of very loving comments. A lot of very
Yeah, interesting commentary. So you've seen that. Yeah. But shout out to all the great work you've been doing, Heather. I appreciate it. Reason I was bringing up Spider Noir as well. I recently this kind of came together very last minute, and I was like waiting for Heather to be like, I want it," and was gonna be jealous. But Kirby, if y'all not Jack Kirby, but Kirby is the name of the artist that sings that open musical track on Spider Noir. It's called Saving Grace. That's the name of the song. They're actually releasing a soundtrack album, which there's a lot of great music on Spider Noir. So yeah, so I can understand why they're doing that release. But that title track though, opening theme, is amazeballs, and there's a music video to go along with it. But yeah, Kirby is the artist name. I interviewed her. We had a great convo. It's not up yet. I literally recorded it like yesterday, I think. And yeah, just great time talking to her. But I love that track. We haven't done a review yet, Heather, but I was curious what you thought of that opening song. It's not, like there's certain stuff you can't, okay, I'm ready to pass. I'm ready to just get into my show. That song, just like, that's a jam.
So
Yeah.
I agree. Y'all know me. I'm the pessimistic one in this relationship. Y'all know. But this is actually something I was excited to talk to you about in our interview, in our review. I love the song. I
Yeah.
love the song. It hits.
And if
It
you look
has
at
all
listen
of,
to the lyrics, it's amazing.
it's amazing,
Yeah.
but I don't feel it connects with the show.
That's okay. We're gonna have to talk. We'll save that for the review, y'all, because we got to get to our stuff. I think Heather and I are gonna have a fight, but we'll talk about it during the review.
I love the song. Don't get me wrong, though. I love the song.
Yeah, I
The song
got
is phenomenal.
okay.
The song is phenomenal.
Check out my interview with Kirby. Amazing, lovely woman from Mississippi. We talked about Gulfport, where because I actually used to live in Mississippi. Heather, I don't know if you knew that. So we were representing Gulfport. But yeah, and just how she kind of got involved with the project. She actually did other work on other Prime series, Swarm, that I have yet to check out. I don't know if you recall that series, Heather. I've been meaning to look into that, but she was a part of that series as well. But yeah, she'd even when we were talking about Spider Noir, when she got it booked and was making the tracks, they didn't tell her what it was for until they flew her out to LA, and then she got to meet everybody, and she was like, "What?" I'm like, sounds like the industry. But then when I'm like, you listen to the track and you listen to the lyric and look at the lyrics, what's written, it's perfect. I feel that's why we're gonna fight, Heather. I think it's perfect for the series. But anyway, we'll get into the picks. We'll have our fight later. You ready to talk about what's dropping this week, Heather?
Let's do it.
All right. Before we get into it, actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna pull that one up first. Because I only pulled up 3 at the moment. I'm gonna really quickly pull this in because I did some interviews for it and I want to show it love. Um, let's get. Well, let me let this ad go first, quick. Y'all don't see that. All right, let's get into it. Heather, you ready to get into it? I'm sorry, I'm like all over the place getting myself ready. My first pick out the gate is about snipers and Radha Mitchell stars, set in Australia. Again, we've been giving a lot of Australia love lately. Heather, I think we discussed this as well. A lot of great projects coming out of Australia. From Wellgo USA Entertainment, it's called Seven Snipers. Radha Mitchell stars. I've interviewed her about this. Check out that interview by the end of this week. By the time you see this, it'll be up there as well. It's amazing. It's good times with a lot of great in it. Let's get into Seven Snipers dropping this week in theaters as well as limited release. What a mama won't do to protect her child.
He's coming. Long live the dragon.
Mom, what's going on?
There's a man out there looking for revenge. For something that happened a long time ago.
You weren't a medic, were you?
I need ex-snipers. Our team. These people are here to help.
All ex-military, good to go.
One of us is going to be dead. Then we'll know the dragon has arrived.
Stick by your mum. Boom.
Why are you doing this?
To claim what's mine.
Together, we survive. Light it up.
All right, there you go. Seven Snipers. Radha Mitchell plays a former sniper who leaves out of that and is just trying to be a mom when a former sniper she had issues with is coming after her. And yes, that's was Abomination you saw up in there in Mr. Fantastic as part of the cast. Pretty sweet. Yeah, great time talking to Radha. And yeah, it's a cool film. As I related so much as a parent. What we wouldn't do to protect our child and people coming after you. And if you're also a military cat and know about snipers and how that works, I think they really captured that when I spoke to Radha. They actually brought on, real sniper advisors to help them learn how to handle the weapons and what that experience is like. Really cool. Great conversation with her. What do you think about Seven Snipers, Heather? I'm not sure if you had been tracking on this one.
I was thinking about this as we were watching. I had not known about this film. It's interesting. We're seeing a lot more films, and we've always had this. We've always had a lot of films where it's ex-military. It's been a long time. Their past comes back to haunt them. But I feel like what we're seeing a lot more of today is less just action sequences with an ex-military guy and more the reality of you cannot leave the military. Like, so for y'all out there, if most people have, NCIS is one of the most watched shows in history. So there is probably a chance that that you have seen it if you are watching this show. The idea, you hear it a lot. It's once a Marine, always a Marine. It's because it's true. You hear Kuyapi talking about it all the time. He's military. He was military, but that life is still there. And I feel like we're getting more about that, where we see the reality of the fact that you can't get away from a past that is incredibly traumatizing, no matter how hard you try.
Well said, Heather.
Thank you.
And what did we say in the Navy? NAVY, never again volunteer yourself. I'll leave it at that. Anyways, not to talk about my past with military, but let's head over to Scary Movie. It's actually number 6, y'all. Yes, they're coming back with the franchise. Shout out to the Wayans brothers, as well as Anna Faris, Regina Hall. Let's check out the trailer for Scary Movie. Here we go.
Sink into the chair. I'm high as fuck. Me too, cuz. Me 3, my nigga.
Guess who's back? Ghostface is still killing folks.
You know what they say about the crazy ones? They got the best.
You suck! Boo your ass! Get the fuck out!
Scary Movie. Only in theaters Friday. Get tickets now.
All right, there you go. That's the trailer. Not much of anything, but are these scary movies really much of anything? No, they're not. I've seen all the previous ones, and as of this recording, I'm going to be heading out to go see this one, and I'll have some thoughts. My pal Derek Dunn and I will be checking it out. Heather, I don't think you're in any rush. I'm not really in a rush, but at the same time, we get some good laughs. It ain't going to be anything of substance. I think they're going to be joking on the substance from what I understand. So I'm kind of curious about that. It's new take on a lot of current, works. But what are your thoughts on Scary Movie?
Okay, now you have a chance to send all of our audience back at me for never seeing this franchise. I enjoyed scary movies. I was not a scary movie like actual comedy parody kind of person when I was a kid. My parents.
So you
didn't
never
me
seen one?
I've never seen any of the scary movies.
What? Okay, so like this is like you and me in Practical Magic is what we're saying, and that reaction where if y'all didn't see that reaction, she sent people after me, y'all. But that's what
I did immediately. I told people to go after him and hard. So this is his chance. If y'all come after me for not seeing a scary movie, that is totally okay. I did have a wonderful conversation with a woman at I shouldn't assume gender, but with the person at Genius Bar at one of at Apple when I was getting my phone fixed, and they told me about all the ones I should watch versus all the ones I don't need to watch, which I really appreciate them trying to get me caught up. But I am going to watch it. My husband's actually he's going to be seeing it tonight too. So Creepy, you're not going to be the only one. But he's seen it with family. That's why
has he seen the other scary movies?
He has. He has seen all of the, and it's
okay.
We're going to do a binge. We're going to do a binge together so that when I am here more than 24 hours, we're going to watch it together.
Okay. I think you'd like it because you know what they're making fun of, and it's kind of cool to see them what they're making fun of.
And that's the thing is that's what I've been told by a lot of other people. It's because I'm a horror fan, I can enjoy the scary movies for the stupidity that they are because I know the movies. Yeah. And I love that, and I'm really excited to watch it. I don't know if y'all saw there was a really great Anna Faris interview where she was talking about herself and the Scary Movie was her first movie, and that she gave a great and her mom. So when she was blown to the ceiling, it doesn't matter if you've seen it or not, the scene where she gets blown to the ceiling with cum, ejaculant. And so apparently she had to tell her mom because her mom came to her first movie, and so she's like, Mom, when I tell you, cover your eyes and I'll cover your ears or something like that. And that's really cute.
That's sweet. Yeah.
So I'm looking. Apparently so far it's running at like a 30% Rotten Tomato, which
you should never expect it. For those that aren't familiar with scary movies, you're not getting Shakespeare, people. You're not getting anything fantabulous. It's just jokes on jokes.
But
they may hit, they may not.
I'm hoping the reason it's getting a 20 to 30% is because it's not a good movie, but it's a fun movie. You don't want this to be a good movie. You want it to be a fun movie.
Completely agree. So stay tuned, y'all. Definitely thoughts coming out of it with my pal Derek and I, and then maybe a full review. And shit, I might have to do a whole rewatch of the originals since Heather's gonna binge them all, and we could do a whole all-encompassing 1 through 5 recap and thought process. And we won't keep it so long. We can scrunch all that because again, they're not substance. That might be a 10-minute, maybe even a 5-minute review. I don't know. We'll see. But there you go. Thanks, Heather. Next up, a song about tracks, musical tracks, and creator rights, and comedy and family, and I don't know where I was going. I was trying to figure out a good segue, but we got the never aging Paul Rudd. The man, it looks like he just came out the womb yesterday. I was just on a press conference with the guy the other day to listen to him and Jonas, and yeah, they both been enriched. They made some deal with the devil. Let's check out the trailer for Power Ballad.
I don't know. I think he's finally starting to age.
Now they're just starting,
starting
okay?
to
But
age.
Starting a
the
little
vibe.
bit in there.
Can I make a suggestion? What do you go like? Never gonna run if you don't walk. Never gonna talk, but don't run. Don't look down. I could tell within 2 minutes of meeting you, you're not just some boy band guy. And you are too good for that wedding band. How to write a song without.
Been toying with this one for years.
Yeah, I like that.
Cause every song I ever wrote in my life.
This song changed my life.
It's my song. I wrote it.
Do you think it is easy to turn a song into a hit?
So good.
All right, Heather, hitting theaters this week. Power Ballad. Let me tell you, once you see it, Heather, that track that he steals, but that song is just, it hit me because I'm a dad, as you know, and just there's some substance there about, and I actually started to spoil there, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. People won't know until they see it, but that song will just stick with you, and just a beautiful song. But yeah, cool song. And if you're a creator and know about working on part of a team, and then one person gets all the credit or whatever, and just that's just it's terrible. But yeah, great film though for the whole family. Highly recommend Power Ballad. Yeah, making my top 20. I won't say top 10, but yeah, great film and entertaining all the way through. No notes that you can see with the whole family. And yeah, Paul Rudd's amazing, and Nick Jonas, good film. And especially as a creator, and how it kind of talks about that. But it's just not about that. There's all these different layers to it. So that's why it's up there on my list. But what do you think about Power Ballad and what you saw there?
It reminds me, and this is such a weird transition, but it reminds me of why it's so important to, for critics, for reviewers, for people out there, when you are reviewing something, you need to make sure you put a full list, or at least the most full list you can. I started, of course, doing comic books with KAYFABEYBABY. It is not just the writer, and it's not just the it's not just the musician, it's not just the artist, it's the letterer, it's the inker, it's the editor, it's the flattener, it's everybody in between. And that kind of gave me those feels. It's not one person does this. Not one person can go into a song. Can it happen? Absolutely. But to make something so magical, it takes a lot of people and it takes a village. So this looks very interesting. Very slow paced, very high emotion.
Yeah. Good times, Heather. I think you're a Paul Rudd fan, right?
I love Paul Rudd. I'm not so much a Jonas fan, but
yeah.
Y'all should. My opinions, if y'all haven't figured out my opinions of religion and how the entertainment industry has intentionally driven in Christianity, y'all aren't paying attention to half of the shit I say.
Yeah. I think you'd enjoy this one. Yeah. All right. Next up. And with in regards to the Jonah side, because he is the villain, you'll be fine because he's the villain in this. So we don't need.
Good. All right. Okay. Good. I'll be happy.
He is the villain, and Paul Rudd's our hero. Anyway, top pick this week. I was super looking forward to this, and I'm happy to say I was fully satisfied, y'all. And also, soundtrack rocks. I think can we talk about how Masters of the Universe had some great tracks, just like Gem and the Holograms back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
I think G.I. Joe, their opener theme, had some great music, but like Masters of the Universe had some great music that they played throughout the show. Would you say so? I think it was one for me. It's very memorable for me.
80s to early 90s music, or 80s to the early
Cartoons.
90s animation was just it like they figured it out that music has to play a part in telling a story, just like in film. Music has to play a part in telling a story. And there were some really big ones. And especially when you think that, remember, He-Man, the Masters, G.I. Joe, all of these shows were not G.I. Joe, well, sort of G.I. Joe, were created with the assumption of merchandise sales.
Yeah.
So the only way you can bring in and create emotion, create connection, is to build those feelings. And I would say that the 80s, the early 90s, the entire time was a vibe. The entire time was a vibe.
Yeah. So they brought it, and then you have me thinking. To me, Gem was like on a whole other level, but I think it had to be because their whole
it's just a show about music.
Music. So they had to have good musicians and performers. Shout out to Samantha Newark, who I became super close friends with, still friends with. She was the actual voice of Gem, although she was also a performer as well. There was another artist whose name is escaping me, who I love, who was the actual singing voice, even though Samantha was a singer. But Gem is like up to, super level. But Masters, G.I. Joe, Transformers, I think, like Heather said, just great tracks to go along with it. But anyway, characters, the environment, everything. When you watch Masters of the Universe in theaters this week, now, pay attention to the background, everything. There's 2 post credits, y'all, and I'm gonna leave it at like that. The kid in me was super happy. It felt like it felt campy, and now, which was perfect. It didn't take itself serious, and where it needed to, it did. It was near perfection, but I have one gripe, and I know Heather will know what it is, but I'll talk about it afterwards, and I'll really get into it when we do a review. And it's something that Heather and I really have a problem with, and I think you'll feel it as well. But it's a banger. Let's talk about Masters of the Universe. Let's check out the trailer. And I will give you that part after the trailer because it doesn't spoil the movie.
I know most of you don't remember me, but I know all of you.
Kitty.
Even though I was stuck light years away on Earth, I never stopped trying to get back home.
Everything changed since you left.
It's all gone. Skeletor took my family. And he destroyed our world.
It's all my fault. I know how it feels to fail. Take the sword. And when you fall, that's your chance to stand tall.
This is my home. I'm gonna fight for it. But I can't do it without you.
Somebody wants to brawl.
I need every man, woman, or whatever that is.
You may have the power, but you're too scared to use it.
Trust me, I know how to use it.
You tell everyone that you're from another planet. It just makes you sound a little very crazy.
All right, there you go. That was a trailer for Masters of the Universe in theaters this week. So I got some things to say. As I said, I was going to tell y'all because it isn't a spoiler. But before I do that, let me throw some good at y'all. It came together last minute. But what you'll see also with the time you see this, along with all the other interviews, is a pair of interviews that I did for Masters of the Universe. I spoke with, as you saw at the very end of that trailer, Prince Adam's roommate in the film is a character by the name of Hussein. Again, his roommate, who has an affinity for rom-coms, which you'll find out when you watch the film. But he's played by Christian Vunopola. Had a great convo with him. Check that out. One of his first big gigs ever. And so love to talk to him. And also as a AAPI, we're both, it was great to have that representation in there. And pleasure talking to him. And speaking of AAPI, another great piece of representation, one of the Masters of the Universe characters himself, Ram Man, played by John Shu Shang. You've seen him on The Brother's Son. You've seen him on some other projects, but now, he's Ram Man, y'all, in Masters of the Universe. I interviewed him and had a delightful conversation with him as well. So yeah, two great Masters of the Universe interviews. That'll be up by the time you see this. Go check that out once you're done watching this. And so my problem with Masters, I love the film, y'all. It was great. It was amazing. But Heather, we talk about this all the time. You have a problem with this guy. His name's Jared Leto. The Skeletor is great. They do a great job with Skeletor. Again, I have no problems with this film. But did not need to be involved with this damn film. Because you don't hear Jared Leto at all. You heard a little bit of Skeletor's voice just now, right? There's nothing Jared Leto in there. So it's clearly they put a voiceover thing on him and did all what they needed to do to manipulate the voice. So they just used Jared Leto for the fucking name recognition to help sell the movie. You could have had a voice actor in there. And for me, again, what I'm missing is you heard a little bit of Skeletor's voice in there. They went a different way with it. We just had Revelations. We had Mark Hamill. We have a lot of actors that can do. I think the actor that originally played Skeletor was Alan Oppenheimer, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong. But I wanted my classical Skeletor voice. We have the Hamill, I think, doing it in Revelation. I need that little bit of high-pitched squeal. I need all of that. That is what I wanted. So what I would like to see in the future, and I hope somebody does this when this finally releases on digital and on demand and all that, Heather, is I want somebody to redub that in the classic Skeletor voice when we get that. I will say, with that being said, again, I enjoy this movie. Skeletor is fine. After I had a turn off that I wasn't going to get that voice, was serviceable. They decided to go a different route with it. They do kind of give him his mannerisms, but it's clear that Jared Leto was absolutely unnecessary because there's nothing Jared Leto at all in that voice. And neither the performance. I don't know, because I'm pretty sure that wasn't him in the suit. It might have been him in the suit, but even still, there's nothing that required Jared Leto. Maybe I'm wrong. People will hate me in the comments. Let me know. Heather, when you finally see it, I can't wait to find out what you think. But this was a total testament in regards to using named people to help sell the movie when it was unnecessary. Skeletor is a legendary character. You did him good. He looks good. You went a different route with the voice. Okay, that's fine. But if there's an if there's a critique that turned me off, is that you went a different route only for the sake of a money for a cash grab by having a name actor in there. That's all I have to say. Other than that, I love the film. I hope we get more. I think we're gonna get more. Wink, wink. Say 2 post credits, y'all. Master Universe. I'm happy. The kid in me is super happy right now. But if I have to critique this film, that's it. And I would love a dubbed version just to change that voice back to the classic voice of Skeletor. Heather, I'm sorry. I went long a little bit. I'm sorry, but I'm just a fan of Masters, and I had to put that out there.
There are 2 pieces of current media. One of them is a little bit older. It's from last year, but there was a very recent statement by Matthew Lillard talking about voice acting because he is a voice actor. He does voice acting for very specific characters. People want him back, but he recognizes that a name should not be responsible for an animated character, because we have people that are amazing, that do voices amazing, and you can look at freaking Darth Vader. That was an overlay. That was a voice overlay in the 1970s. You can look at the Transformers films in the early to mid 2000s. They brought back OG voice actors to play those characters. Yes. Is Skeletor's voice a little bit funny in the original animation? Yes, but it's supposed to be goofy. It's supposed to make you not believe that this is a good guy and that he's a stupid fucking villain. Like, that's one of the greatest things about how bad and weird his voice is. He's a weird fucking leader. Wonder what we're saying about other people who are also really fucking weird in leadership roles. But it's there was that. There's that. It's when you have other actors who lead films because of their name and they're like, dude, why am I doing this? This is why. It takes you out of the moment. Skeletor, that did not seem like Skeletor to me at all. It didn't. I know that I haven't seen the movie yet, but and you don't even have to have like a really raspy, high-pitched voice. It just didn't seem like him. It didn't. And I know this is a new movie for a new time, blah, blah, blah. And then number 2, an article came out, and I think it was New York Times last year after Tron Ares fucking flopped that said, and I quote, "People do not want to see Jared Leto's face." This is past the point of production companies not listening to all of the people, many of us who used to be fans, scream, "This man is a child predator." It's past that. We don't want to see him in films. He is garbage as a human and as an actor. And that voice that he's doing, go watch Haunted Mansion. It's the same thing, but British. It's not voice adaptation. It's not voice acting. It's not. Dear Disney, dear Warner Brothers, dear Universal, nobody wants to see or hear Jared Leto other than the very small minority that are literally in his cult. It is a documented cult that he leads. And I know I never stand on soapboxes here, ever.
No, never. We don't.
But and you can ask Kuya P on this. I am probably one of the biggest Idris Elba stans on this fucking planet. I love that man almost more than I love my husband. I don't want to see this fucking movie because of fucking Jared Leto. And he's in, I think I read somewhere that he's in like a whopping 10 minutes. Like he's not actually that much in the film, which to Kuyapi's point could also lead to expansion in universe. Skeletor ain't fucking going anywhere. But anyway, there was a whole ass article. We don't want to see him. We don't want to hear him. Whatever blackmail that he has on you, it ain't worth your box office.
Crazy. Yeah.
It ain't working. But anyway, hire voice actors, fuck Jared Leto. I am actually very excited to see this film, but won't deny you. Here's my final thing. Big names can make a movie. Big names can break a movie. And I am not the only one.
Yeah. Small, insignificant parts. And yeah, but Skeletor's such a major part of Masters. And that's what makes it, and again, I had to transition myself while watching it in order to fully enjoy, which sucks.
Mm-hmm.
When it became to that part of that character, because it's such a large part of the universe that I love. But again, serviceable and completely unnecessary for him. And if there's one thing I would like is a redub, erase it, and give me closer to the Skeletor we know and love.
With an asterisk. With an asterisk as a tag in. We don't want a fucking AI dub. We don't want a fucking AI dub.
No.
You have friends. Whoever wants to do this, you have a friend that can do a fucking Skeletor voice. I promise you. You have a friend that can do it.
Yeah. So there you go, Heather. Thank you. Masters of the Universe, Power Ballad, Scary Movie, 7 Snipers. I've seen 3 of the 4. I'm going to be seeing this Scary, but again, I don't expect anything. So for me, it is a thumbs up week this week, Heather.
I'm going to say it's about a 3/4. Snipers is not usually my type of film. As most people know, I'm really not the military. Excuse me. I'm really not the military movie kind of person. I do love a good action movie though. I'll go see a Paul Rudd movie in a second. Masters, I'm pretty excited about. It just sucks that literally 10, 15 minutes of my film of a film can ruin my entire experience. Scary Movie. I want to see it. I really, really do. But I know better. Once again, attack me for not seeing it. I know better. I'm not going to see it until.
I'm not going to send my people on you. Not this time, Heather. I'm going to save it for another time.
Another time. That's fair. But I want to see it, but I'm not going to deny I'm not going to see it until I see the others.
All right. And then we'll hopefully have a full, because I think I may want to dive back to check out the previous ones and see kind of how it all kind of came together. But anyway, there you go. That's Heather Hertz. Look for her great interviews for Margot's Got Money Troubles, and more on the way. I can't remember everything. Masters of the Universe that I did for this. Nothing else. Oh, and was 7 Snipers, my interview with Rhoda Mitchell. So we have some of interviews for the picks this week that'll be up. But there you go. Heather Hurt, Kuya P, Nerds Rule the World. We'll be back with more as always. Thank you, Heather. We're out. Peace.